Hey everyone, it's Erica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a layout for you for the Cut Shop design team. I'm going to be using the Flutterby cut file that I am sharing right now. This is what it looks like. I cut it out on some white American Crafts cardstock. And I'm also going to be using the Simple Stories I Am collection that I picked up in the Click Kits shop. I'll make sure to leave everything linked down below for you guys. And if you're going to be picking up anything in the Click Kits shop, I'll leave my code Erica10 so you can get 10% off in the Click Kit store. So here are the papers. I'm just going to really quickly flip through them. These are all the papers that come in this collection pack. And then I'm going to pick out a few of the papers that I think I'm going to use on the layout. So I'm just kind of flipping through, seeing which patterns and colors that I want. I really love the that butterfly right there. So I picked out these 5 papers, and I think I'm gonna back them all with different papers. So I'm just kind of looking, and then I find this paper here, and it has all these little splotches of like watercolor, and I'm like, these would be perfect just to use this paper, just one paper, and back the butterflies with this. So there I am. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll put it on as a full cut file just like this, and then I decide that I'm going to cut these butterflies apart. So there I go, I'm going to cut them apart. When I cut the file, I had cut a whole bunch out all at one time. I like to do that because my craft time is very limited. I have six kids, 2 dogs, and this house is crazy. So my craft time is very, very limited. So when I do get out my silhouette, I like to cut a whole bunch at one time. That way, when I am in the mood to scrap and I have the time, I can just grab a cut file and get to work. Or sometimes I'll take the file in the collection that I want to use with that file, and if we're just watching a movie, or if I'm in bed watching Netflix, or am in the car and we're traveling for a sporting event, I'll take the stuff with me and I'll back the file so that when I do have the time, the file is already ready for me and I can just go ahead and create the page. It just saves time for me, and I really enjoy backing the files with pattern paper. And it does take a lot of time, so whenever I can get it done, I get it done. So right now I am just going to trace all of these butterflies and back them with this beautiful paper from Simple Stories. So I just trace it with a pencil and cut it out, and then use my Tombow mono glue to glue them. So that's what I'm going to do right here, and I'm only going to do a few of them. And then the ones that I do show you here on video, I do speed it up quite a bit so you don't have to sit and watch me backing a bunch of files. It's pretty easy, and I'm sure you've all seen it hundreds and hundreds of times. So there they are. There's my first butterfly, and then I'm just going to continue and do a whole bunch of different colors of the butterflies. So like I said, I picked this up in the Click Kits shop, and I'm not sure if we have the paper anymore. I think we just did sell the last one, but we do have the ephemera and the, let's see, those clear stickers that I shared at the very beginning of the video. So if you're interested in those, you can get them in the Click Kit store. I really love this collection. I love the colors in this, and then I love that there are pops of black in the papers as well. I always love a collection that includes black. I don't know why. It's just, if it has black in the collection, I'm sure I'm gonna love it. So I used white American Crafts cardstock as my base, and I just shared that I had gesso and I had a squeegee, and I just add the gesso to the page. And I wish I would have put it all over the page. I actually go back and do it, but I don't know if you can see it in the video, where you can see where I put the gesso and where I didn't put the gesso. It was white gesso, and it turned the paper like a creamy color. Like kind of yellowish. I don't know, but I didn't like it. It was the first time using that brand of gesso, and I really didn't like that harsh line that it left. So if there's a gesso out there that you really like, or maybe I should try a clear gesso that doesn't turn my paper a different color, like where you can see it. Maybe I needed to blend it in a different way without that squeegee or something. But I know I've tried another gesso and used a credit card on the white cardstock, and I didn't like that either. And it was a white gesso, so I'm thinking maybe I should try clear gesso. But if anyone has suggestions on a gesso that they really enjoy, please leave it down below, because I'm in search of a good one. So I applied the gesso, and then I just took some inks and stuff from my stash. There was some Tim Holtz Distress inks. I have some shimmers, I believe. Let's see, the shimmers was a green color. It was called Keep Palm. And then some other mists that I've had forever and ever. I think they're from a Muse Studio. Right there, I just showed you that one. I think that one is in grapefruit. And I just added a bunch of color there that I thought went with the color of the butterflies. So I'm just going to make a whole bunch of splatters and then use the packaging technique and just add color down to my cardstock. And I'm going to put it all going up because I want my butterflies to go up the page. So there's that Keep Palm, and when I sprayed it at first, it was like, oh my gosh, it's so dark. But once I blotted it up with the napkin, I really like the color of it. It was like perfect match for the green in the collection. So there's my butterflies, and I'm just going to go ahead and place them down on the paper how I think that I want them. And however I lay them the first time is pretty much where they stay. So I'm going to lay them out and then adhere them with my Tombow glue. And I just add the glue to the center of the butterfly. That way I can pull up the wings a little bit and add some dimension to my layout. And I like how that looks. So there's my Tombow glue, and I'm going to glue those down. And yeah, that's it. The photo that I'm going to be using is a photo of my daughter Alyssa and Sandy's daughter Isabel. Sandy was inside cooking, and I really wanted to get pictures of the kids, and we did a lot of pictures with the phone, but I really wanted to get my good camera out and take some pictures. So I had the kids come outside, even though it was freezing outside. I think this was Easter Sunday. It was so cold. And we just snapped some photos really quick, and I told the girls to be silly, and they were like, I don't know how to be silly. And I'm like, oh my gosh, girls, yes, you do know how to be silly. Anyway, snapped some photos. We went in the middle of the road, and I got some really cute pictures of them. So I wanted to document them together, and I'm just gonna add a few layers behind the photo just with papers from the kit. I really love this paper right here. The yellow on this paper is so pretty. So I'm gonna add this color as one of the layers. So Isabel and Alyssa, I believe they're a year apart. I think Isabel is in 5th grade, and then she'll be going into the middle school next year, and Alyssa's in 6th grade, and then she'll be in 7th grade next year. But they are, I swear they could be sisters. They look a lot alike and act a lot alike. But they had a lot of fun together, and it's fun to see them two together whenever Sandy and I get together. So it was fun. I wish Sandy and I would have done the same thing and had the picture, done the same thing they were doing in the road and had the girls take a picture of us. I think that would have been funny to document those two photos together. Maybe next time we see them. We're hoping that we can go down there to see them in Tennessee this summer. So right now I am just adding some ephemera pieces to the layout, some florals, and I did cut out some greenery from one of the papers. And then there are these butterflies in the collection as well, so I decided to add 3 butterflies to my layout. I have a pink one, and then I think a yellow one, and then a light pink one down at the bottom. So I'm just kind of getting this one to stick. I only added glue to the one corner, and it wasn't sticking. It was giving me one heck of a time. So here are the other butterflies. There's that yellow one up in the corner, and then a light pink one down at the bottom. I'm going to adhere those down, and I do only add the adhesive to the center of the butterfly. That way I can pick up those wings a little bit and add dimension. I do add a little tab down at the bottom pink butterfly, and it just says "So Happy." It's a little like banner piece that was in the ephemera pack. And then I found some little hearts on the 12 by 12 stickers that come in the collection pack, and they're just colors that match the colors in the collection. So I just added them randomly on the page, and I really like how that looks. There's also this little banner piece that was on the sticker sheet as well, and I'm just going to add that in, tucked in underneath the photo as well, just for some more pop of color and a little bit of fun. This little die cut piece says beautiful, and I'm going to place that down here at the bottom of the photo. And then this little pink sticker just has 3 little hearts, and it just says love this. So I just made that little cluster there in the corner, and I really like how that looks. There's Some of the florals are kind of popped up, some of them are stuck to the paper, and it just looks just like a bunch of layered embellishments, and I really like how that looks. The enamel dots are from my stash. They're just black. Well, they're not black, they're almost really dark gray. They're not like jet black, so I really like that. So I added those to my layout as well. And the last thing is I add this banner and floral at the top. Now the banner is a yellow piece and it just says today, and it is from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. I'm going to add some journaling as well. So I pull out my We Are Memory Keepers typewriter and just add some journaling on a piece of copy paper, cut it up in strips, and then add some adhesive and just put that towards the bottom of the photo. Sorry, my dog is in the background and she's just snoring. And then to finish it off, I'm going to add some sprinkles to the layout, and that's about it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will leave everything linked down below. This cut file is so pretty, so I hope you guys check it out. Ashley does have some other cut files in the shop, so if you're interested in those, I'll leave a link just to the cut shop itself down below for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and if you guys create anything using any of Ashley's cut files, make sure you tag the cut shop on Instagram, Facebook, or any other social media that you guys are on. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye.